Wonderful. Welcome, friends, to I Dare. We have these ideas session every Sunday, 11 o'clock. And this series, we are talking about meditation. Today's topic is what meditation is not. I hope I am audible. Shilpaji, Palaji, great. So I always questioned as a child what meditation is not, because everybody was talking about what meditation is. And I wanted to do research. So I was listening to some of the great masters about what they have to say, what meditation is not. Even in my meditation, uh, many times it happens, I'm just watching the thoughts. Sometimes I'm indulging in the thoughts. Sometimes I'm just watching the breath. Is that meditation? Is watching the thoughts a meditation? Okay, I'm getting some emotions coming up and I'm aware of those emotions. Is that meditation? Or I am getting some experience. It feels like I'm not in my body, I'm somewhere there. Is that meditation? What is meditation? So there are so many experiences, friends, and I'm sure if you are meditating, you will have so many beautiful experiences, and you wonder, like, is this meditation? What should we do when we are starting to meditate? What is it that we should do? So I will start with a story and my beloved master, Osho's story. And I have never seen, there are so many beautiful masters. We are so blessed in India to have these amazing masters, to just listen to them. Nowadays, you have the audios available on YouTube everywhere. Their information is there. It's so live. I feel they're there with us all the time. All support is available so easily nowadays. So I was listening to a few of his discourses of Osho, and I am so mesmerized by him because I don't think anybody has explained meditation the way he has does. So in one of his discourse, he was sharing a story, and in that story, he's saying when he was a small boy, he if you know Osho's story, you will know up till 8 years he did not go to school. He was living with his grandparents, and the grandparents were so loving. They said, don't pollute this child with any kind of information. Let him do whatever he wants. So up till 8 years, Osho was untouched. He was like pure child. He used to go out, play in the river, throwing pebbles, climbing a tree. He did not do anything up till 8 years. After 8 years, then his father was very worried. He came to his parents and he said, oh, look at this boy, he has 8 years, he does not know any alphabet, no learning. What will he do when he grow up? Let us put him into the school. So he was put in the school, and he was very funny. His way of sayings are very funny. He says, I used to go to school only when I was sick. Only when I was sick, I will go to school. And when I am healthy, he'll go to the river, he'll go to the trees, he'll go into the nature. So his father asked him, your mind is upside down or what? Like, when you are sick, you go to school. When you are healthy, you go and play into the river and the trees. What is it? So the little boy is answering, Father, I don't want to miss the river, that calmness of the river, and I can swim miles that time because I am in a good health. I can be with the birds. I can be with the chirping birds and trees. That a beautiful nature. I don't want to miss that. So when I'm in good health, I go and explore all these things. I I go and explore. So what I'm trying to tell you, friend, this is where meditation was born in him, being close to the nature and doing all these things. And then he says, but you want me to learn all that history and geography, which anyway is a bakwas. So it is okay when I am not well. okay to study a little of that. I don't mind that. And then lately he says, I used to fall rarely sick. So most of the time he will not go to school, and the school would give him 75% attendance. Why? Because all the principals, teachers were scared of him. Because if he is in the class, he will not allow the teacher to speak at all. He will ask all these questions, philosophical, why this, that. He will not let the class go. So all teachers and principals are very scared of him. And the principal have called him personally and said, can you not go anywhere but not school? Don't worry, we will give you 75%. You can give the exam, but don't come to the classroom, go somewhere else, not to the classroom. Because if you are there in the classroom, you create a lot of problem for all of us. So he was a rebel, even like a small boy, 8 9 years old boy, and nobody can stop his mouth. He will just stand up and he'll question, why this, why I have to do that. So this beautiful story, friends, he's sharing how this boy, little boy who was untouched by the society, any kind of programming, and he used to swim, he used to be in the nature, play, and he listened to that silence. A silence was born in him. And that is how meditation is born. And it's not for only him, all of us. Somewhere so much conditioning has happened. We now have to sit and do some kind of like technique. Okay, I'm just I have to mute everyone. Yeah, now it's fine. So what is meditation is very hard to say, because I told this story to make you understand what meditation is, because you really can't say that those, is it an experience, is it like a silence, is it some kind of technique? Because if you hear Krishnamurti, he is against any technique. He's very blunt, he'll cut sharp. It's no technique, he'll say. What is this technique that you are doing? You are repeating something. Repetition dulls the mind. That's what Krishnamurti is saying. You keep repeating something, it dulls the mind. Is it meditation? So either it's you're putting your attention to the mantra, or you're putting your attention even to the breath. Is that meditation? Some people say meditation is like a relaxation. No, it's not that. Is meditation relaxation? Anybody would like to share what is their understanding of meditation here? Because all of you are like meditators here. You have been meditating for a long time. What is your definition? What is meditation? Or maybe say what meditation is not. Anybody would like to share? So friends, it is not fighting with the thoughts. Yeah, Shankarji, you can unmute, please.
I feel that meditation is any activity, anything that helps you connect with your inner self. You could do painting, you could listen to music, you could just be out in the nature, you could be sitting still, you could be playing with a child, so whatever, wherever you're involved 100% is what I would call is meditation.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And
So
what I think it is not, in my personal opinion, is being used as an recluse, is being used as an excuse, or being used as a what should I say, a refuge for a person, saying that
Escapism.
yeah, my problems are going to be solved by meditation. No, I don't think so. We take shelter under that umbrella, So when you are troubled, you're sitting in meditation. I think that's not the right way to get to it. Yeah, meditation does it, but it's not a solution for your problems if that is what people perceive it to be. Thank you, Aditya.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Shankarji. So I think Shankarji, what he meant by saying any activity that connects you to your inner self, I would just reframe it a little bit. I won't call it meditation, but it's called mindfulness. That is when you are in activity. Mindfulness. Yeah, that's another practice. Right? According to me, I won't call it meditation. I would call it mindfulness. That also connect you to your inner self. Right. So let me see. There are Balaji is saying sitting mechanically in the name of meditation is not meditation. Exactly. Mechanically, we are sitting and we are naming it meditation. It is not meditation. Yes, friends, more inputs from you. What is not meditation? What is your thoughts? Is meditation about calming the mind? Yes.
Silence the mind.
Silencing the mind. Is meditation about silencing the mind? Yeah. So what you do is we want to go out of all the noise and we want to sit in meditation. And we think that is meditation. Friends, many Zen monasteries, they used to be in the fish market. Inside the fish market. You know fish market? All the bargaining going on and talking, right? And the monasteries would be inside that and monks would be meditating. So they never took a refuge into a place where it's quiet and they have to quiet their mind. No. Meditation is not quietening the mind also. What is meditation? Is meditation, sorry?
So sometimes you sit down and you focusing that you want to meditate on the Ajna chakra or wherever, heart chakra or whatever, in the name of I want to meditate. The focusing itself is your mind is working. So it is not meditation.
It is not meditation, yes. And Palaji, what you are talking is there are techniques. These are techniques. Sometimes there are techniques that can clear your emotion, clear your thoughts. But please understand that is not meditation. That is a technique. Right? So our mentor, like my mentor, Dr. Newton Kondavati, and his mentor, who is again my great mentor, Brahmashi Patriji, right? He talks about the Anapanasati meditation. What is the Anapanasati meditation? It is watching the breath. The ana, pana, ana, apana, ana in breath, apana out breath, sati to be with the breath. But is meditation to be with the breath? That sometimes, even I got confused. But I actually checked with my mentor, because we need a mentor, friends. In the stages of meditation, if there is no mentor, it becomes difficult, because all stages you have a question. And if you don't solve that question, you stuck there and you are on that for years. You're watching the breath. Even today, I speak to few people and they will say, I'm watching the breath. 2 hours, 3 hours, they're sitting there watching the breath. So wandering the mind, again, watching the breath. That is not meditation. So let me clear that out, friends. This is very important point. Breath is again a tool. It is given for the mind to focus, because mind is so active. Mind has to be given some activity. It has been given an activity to watch the breath. So you watch the breath. It's like the start of an engine. That's it. When you focus your attention to the breath, if you can really focus on the breath, the mind goes empty. And I can't use words to define meditation because I'm using empty. It's again not empty because it's really not empty. There is something there. Yeah. But it's like a shunya. I have to use words. So that is the reason I'm using. So once you get into the shunya, you don't have to come back to the breath. Stay there. Explore. Go beyond that. Or, I am again using words that can be contradictory. But what I'm trying to say, don't get again mechanical with the brain. Come back to the brain. So just to release the brain activity, to release the physical body sensations, what we do is we watch the breath. What it does is helps us to relax the body. If the body is relaxed, it's easier for us to get to the shunya. But is meditation relaxing the body? No. Is meditation, listening to the sound, inner sound, outer sound, this sound, that sound? No. We are being aware of the sound just to know it is there. But moving beyond it, moving beyond the sensation, the physical sensation, where that experience of shunya is the start of meditation, is where you start. Right? So when I started meditating, I was just following the breath. I used to get so tired in sometimes. Just how much am I doing? Because I didn't have clarity. Because when you follow the breath, what happens is you will see, if you really can do it with your so awareness is the main thing. It's not mechanical. You're putting your awareness with the breath. So if you can do that really, you will see from the deep, long breaths, your breath is slowly turning down, smaller, lighter, easier, softer, tranquil, quiet. More the breath is like that, more the body starts turning the same way. More the mind is like that. More, all the perceptions starts being like that. And suddenly, somewhere the breath just goes very small. Like you're breathing from here. First, you're breathing like this. Then it's smaller. And it just goes and stays in one place. And sometimes when there is an experience of shunya, you might feel there is no breath. You're not breathing at all. Right? So that stage is the start of meditation. Many of us, we are not doing that. We are just stuck with the breath. We are stuck with the emotion. We are stuck with some kind of stories. We are thinking, okay, the thoughts are going. I am supposed to observe the thoughts. Yeah. So is that clear, friends? Watching the breath. What is the importance of watching the breath? The start of the engine. Okay, I have some comments here. Yeah, so Ruth G is saying following a recording, but no change in the self or body. It became an activity. I can't understand, Ruth G, what you meant. Maybe you can, unmute and tell exactly what you want to say. Julie is saying, for me, I generally start by sitting with the breath. Then at some point, I have to let go, surrender to the breath and following with it. Yes, exactly. That's correct. Yeah. So you call it like a surrender, you start with the breath and then it's like a surrender and it takes you. So there are so many, schools of meditation, thousands of schools of meditation. Some people say you can't be doing a passive meditation. Is it? So, surrender, it seems like a passive meditation, but when you have an intention, it's like an active meditation. You are aware. So what is meditation? Is it surrendering? Is it like active? Yeah, because for me, what I like to do is I always want to put an intention before I start a meditation. What is the intention? That I'm going to go to the depth of my being. I'm going to touch the depth of my being, my swaroop. I'm going to deep meditation, and then I sit. I don't repeat this in the meditation, but before I start the meditation, I put an intention, and that intention works. So before going into that, I have cleared it that I'm not going to get into any kind of body sensation or any kind of physical, eyes, smelling, taste, all the five sensation which we have. So just that intention makes me drop this attachment to all these sensation very quickly, and I can just go very deep. And then when I start the meditation, I can be with the breath for some time, and that shunya state. And there can be so many things after that, friends. There are beautiful experiences. You can meet masters, you can go to different galaxies, you can go to parallel worlds, astral travel, out of body experiences. There are experiences again. If it happens, okay, you are just a witness there. You are just witnessing. Sometimes we get too much attached to these experiences also. I should also get that. It's good to have a desire to get this experience, but again, attachment to this, I have to have this experience, and that attachment creates again the problem of not getting into these experiences. Yeah. So any sharing, anybody wants to share about what we have just discussed? We'll start the meditation now, friends. Then
maybe I share something.
Yeah, Balaji.
Yeah, there's one point. At one point of time, I was actually meditating very deeply, and what happened is that when I was meditating, one day I suddenly feel people moving around me, above me, on the sides. I literally feel people around me, and it is my bedroom, And because of this, when I come out of fear, that there's a fear is inside me, and from the day until today, I cannot meditate. Why is this?
Yeah. Yes. Very important question you have said, Balaji. And let me clear this out. Only meditation will not help. The inner work has to go along. What you are telling me, something came up from your subconscious and it's fearful. Now that has to be resolved. It's like a wall otherwise, right? There is some people came around you, it made you fearful. There is something you have to look. You're stopping there. So you have to penetrate that and ask, what is it?
Sometimes in my meditation, is it?
Yeah. So you can, so it's not a meditation again. I'll call it a technique. Yeah. So let me just clarify. So it's a technique to ask, what is it that came up? What are you trying to show me? Sometimes these are past life images. There is a lesson that we have to learn, right? So we have to question these images, resolve that emotion that is coming. Until we release the fear, the next stage of meditation won't come.
But I cannot meditate. I mean, meditate means I cannot really sit down and really go deep as last time. I just can't do it. I don't know why from that time until now.
Yeah,
so
that has to be resolved. That a memory which you said, suddenly you saw people around you in your bedroom. Why that came?
I didn't see. I felt it.
You felt, yes.
Moving around me.
Yes. So why? Nothing happens just because of anything. Like, there is a reason to it. So until you clear that, you are fearful, you are stuck there. You can't go deeper. So this is so important. And thank you for sharing this question, because when we meditate, our subconscious memory starts coming up, and many people stop meditating because they are not able to face it. That's the reason I'm again saying we need a mentor when we are meditating. Otherwise, we are stuck there. So this memory has to be cleared, so that once it's cleared, once the fear is out, then you will say, oh, now I have the strength to go more deeper into my experience.
You
The
mean to
fear
say
is not allowing you.
that means I must take a therapy for this, is it?
So yes, therapy is one way, or if you can do it yourself, that is also okay. Like I said,
How?
you have to question, you have to sit,
Oh.
close your eyes, go to that image, question, why did I get this image? What I need to learn? What is this fear? I am ready to look into this fear, right? Sometimes we can't do it alone. Then we can look for a friend or a therapist who can help us to clear this. Yeah, because it seems like some vision came to you from the past, which you are not aware of. The subconscious opened because you are a meditator, you are meditating regularly. This will happen.
Because before that, during that period when I'm meditating, I always smell urine smell, and goat. The goat smell always will come. Initially,
Yes.
I was a bit very apprehensive. After that, I just ignored and I just continued. It was
Yes.
going very fine until when I feel people around me, I scared,
Yeah.
Then I came out, and that's the end of my meditation. And
Yes.
so many years already.
It's very common experience, Balaji. Very common for the subconscious to open and give us some perception. Sometimes they are nice, sometimes they are scary. If it's nice, then it's good. But if it's scary, then we can't meditate further. We can't go into more deeper experience. So what is it telling you? You have to resolve that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, so many experienced friends came to me when I was meditating. So much of emotions. I saw hundreds of my past lives coming in my meditation, and or not only meditation, in the dreams. And it's not enough just to see your past lives in meditation, because we have to learn the lesson, why it's coming to us. It's important. Why this past life came to me, what is the lesson I need to learn, what I need to let go. And so there are difficult experiences that also came, and there are beautiful experiences that also came. Like I could leave my body at one point of time. I could see my own body, physical body. I was walking outside of my body. Yeah, many experiences like that, which made me feel, no, I am not this body. Now I have heard this from masters, you're not this physical body, but have we experienced it? No. Until we get an experience, it is just theory for us. But it happens, friends. Not only me, I have so many friends having these amazing out of body experience, astral travel. I could go into the astral world, a very different world, and I had got so much of clarity, wisdom, that deep divine wisdom you can draw. It's like a well. It's available to all of us. You dip in that well and take whatever you want. Nothing is required. No book, no. Okay, little we require mentorship to understand what it is. But once you get to that well, you have found your wisdom well. You don't need anything. You say, okay, I close my eyes, sit, go to my wisdom well. Whatever I need, I'll draw from that. Yeah, these are the essence of meditation. This is the experience. Like we are not the body, we are not the physical body. We are made of these 5 tattvas. Oh, we have all these 7 bodies. We have a chakra system. Have we experienced it? Have we experienced it? Just we are like a parrot. We are, I am sorry, but this is not spirituality. Even I have done it myself for a long time without understanding it. But let us not say that we have an experience. Let us say I have a mental understanding of it. Where will we see Buddha, Krishna? Just in the temple, seeing the pictures or reading about Krishna. I have known Krishna. Have you met Krishna? Only way to meet Krishna is in your meditation. Otherwise, it's all external Krishna made from your mind. It's just a mental projection, right? So you meet those very deep experience. Like I remember Dr. Newton talking about meeting the Krishna consciousness. He was talking about that experience. So you go into that experience of Krishna consciousness. You go into the Christ consciousness. You experience that. Then you say, yes, I know Christ. I know Krishna, the essence. I know Buddha. So where will we get these experiences? Books, yes, it inspires us. It helps us. Sangha is great. But until we meditate and go into these experiences, we can't. So what is meditation is not, friends, it's very important for us to know. It's not repetition. It's not relaxation. It's not mantra chanting. It's not to make your mind calm. It's not to get to some kind of experience. Okay, I have some experience. You are meditating just for the sake of meditation, not for anything, not for any benefit also. If I have a intent, I want to heal my body, that's the reason I'm meditating. Please ask yourself, is this the right thing? Maybe yes, body ailment can help us bring into meditation, but you need to understand you're not meditating for the body to heal. Healing is a byproduct of meditation. If your body heals, it's a byproduct, but you're not meditating to heal your body. Is it calming your mind? Is it silencing your mind? Right? So only what I can say is the story of Osho is how he found that deep silence or that deep experience from the nature as a child. We all have that, I am sure, when we are born, like, when we have this pure consciousness, we are coming, we all have this experience, right? But we get programmed and we want to get back to that pure experience when you're coming from the source, and meditation connects us to that real self, the swaroop of us. I don't know again how to say it. Many masters have tried to say it and failed. Of course, I am nothing. I'm just trying, like a student, I'm trying to learn to meditate properly. But let's, friends, get to the meditation practice. Just remember, watching your breath is like an engine. You have to drop the tool. Let us not be with the tool forever. So we will meditate for 20 minutes, and then if we have any sharing, we'll do that. So please take a comfortable posture, friends. And it's always good to sit on the floor, if not possible on a chair. I'm trying to put a music. Can everybody hear the music? Great. Yeah, my voice is audible. Thank you. Thank you. So we are sitting for this meditation today, friends. Crossing our legs, crossing our hands, sitting very, very comfortably. And the first thing that we need to learn about meditation is the asana. Asana is important, comfortable, sukhasana. So take all the time to adjust your body so that you are in this comfortable posture. And then crossing our legs, crossing our hands. If you're on a chair, you can cross your hands, cross your legs. Or if you're sitting down, then you can just sit like in the sukhasana. And then the second thing that we do is we have to give the mind some activity. You can watch your breath. We put our attention to this normal, natural, easy, relaxing breathing. Initially, we are all being with our breath. Bringing our mind to this present moment, now and here, with the breath. Tranquil, soft, normal, natural breathing. Let us put our mind, the wandering mind needs to be with the breath. That is the bottom line when we start the meditation. So if thoughts are coming, allow them, it's all right. Come back to the breath. If there's a discomfort in the body, be aware of that. Again, come back to the breath. There are disturbing sounds outside. Be aware and come back to the breath. Anything that is your senses telling you, all the external senses, it's okay to be aware of what's happening around you. It's okay to be aware of what's happening inside you. Same time, bring your attention back to the soft, tranquil, easy breathing. Awareness of the breath, awareness of what's happening inside and around us. And now, if you have reached a state of this shunyata, the nothingness, this emptiness state, you can just be there, dropping this breath activity or any other activity. If you find yourself coming back into the daily thoughts or sensation, then again get back to the breath. So that it can help you get back into the shunyata, the zero state. Meditation is not focusing. It's not a one-pointed attention. It is not to get somewhere. It is not an achievement. It's not a reputation. It's not an activity. It's not wanting to become something or experience something. is not to watch the breath. It is not to observe the body sensation. It's beyond all this. Another 5 minutes. 2 minutes more. Seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Friends, very slowly, and start coming back. You can rub your hands, put them on your eyes. And if for someone, if it's you need some more time, please do that. If you want to continue your meditation, please do that. And if anybody is available or they want to share their experience, they can also do that. And unmute and share. Okay. So I feel everybody is in some deep state, and sometimes it's okay just to be there, carry on with it. And so we end for today, friends. Thank you very, very much for joining. And we come back again next Sunday with another beautiful topic for our inner search.
Thank you, Aditya.
Thank you, Balaji,
Thank you so much.
Shilpaji, Shankarji. Thank you.
Can I ask a